Hello everyone, Jonas here bringing you another wonderful replay. Today I actually have a replay from a fan that actually sent me some replays, madcontrol. He sent me like 12 replays and I watched all of them, and this is actually one of those that I thought was the best one of them all, but there were some really good ones in there. Thank you so much for sending those replays. I believe he's a Masters player just by the way he plays. I mean, he definitely is probably a high tier Masters player, I'm assuming. He definitely is, seemed to be a really good player, so thank you madcontrol. I appreciate that a lot. He is going to be playing Hithran this game, which is a Zerg opponent of his. It is going to be on Shattered Temple, and like I said before many times, please send me replays. I will watch them, and I will, even if it's a low tier game, I will make it more of a learning type of game for you, and I will post them. I know if you send replays to other casters, they might ignore you. I will not do that to you, I promise you. I will take a look at them, and I will post the best game if you send me a few. And if you send me like 10 like madcontrol did, I'm trying to talk here and I can't. I will actually look through them and post a few if I need to. So thank you madcontrol. Keep sending them my direction. I will actually broadcast them. But we are going to see hopefully a wonderful Terran versus Zerg matchup for you. I'm just sitting here trying to cast as many games as I can for you and drinking my sugar-free Red Bull. I'm still pissed about the whole Red Bull thing. Sorry, I didn't mean to cuss there. Hopefully there's not any young ones watching this. But I am so mad about that. I'm like, I didn't read the box. I just grabbed the box out of the fridge or whatever it's called at the store. And I'm like, yeah, good to go. Sugar-free, are you kidding me? But enough about my sugar-free Red Bull. Let's go back to the game. We are going to see Hithran actually go with a fast expansion here. He doesn't even have his spawning pull up yet. The good thing about it, though, it doesn't look like madcontrol is going to be going with a 2 racks build, so he's going to be able to get away with this. Even with close positions, he's going to get away with this, which is good for Hithran. He was able to scout that out too, I believe, so he was able to see that he was not going 2 racks, so he was able to throw that up. Madcontrol does see this and scouts it, sees the fast expand, and he's just macroing up like a madman here. Finally throws down the spawning pool at about 16, which is pretty late. Not a really late, but I actually prefer a hatchery about, I'd say 15 or 14. And I always like to throw down spawning pool first. I as a Terran player, I get Zerg, and when they do that so many times with 2 racks, there's so many players out there that like that 2 racks. madcontrol, though, he's going to be a nice Terran player, not do that though. He's going to actually do some macro here, so I give him props for actually doing that. We are going to see a factory go down, and we are going to be able to see him just keep on getting both those gases up and going, so he's going to have that production out of both of his refineries there. We'll probably see some Hellions here shortly, I'm sure of it, or he might go straight to Siege Tech. We'll have to wait and see what he does. Usually it's always a good thing to get a Hellion or 2 out, that way you can actually harass. He's going to go with a 1-1 build, throwing down the starport as well. And we do have Hithran throwing down some early spine crawlers, so I guess he's afraid of some early Marine push or possibly some early Hellions. My problem is there's nothing out there. He's just basically teching up and producing SCV, so kind of a waste of a spine crawler this early. He could have made some drones with that, with those minerals there. Doing a great job already spreading the creep, getting his queens out as well, and kind of falling behind on his ejections there. I know he just got those queens out, but I would prefer ejections at this point, I would think. But then again, I'm not a Zerg player. I don't know. It is obviously very important to spread that creep as well and combine those bases so you can get up and down on this ramp as fast as you can. So probably a better idea. Like I said, I don't play Zerg, so don't know a whole lot about them. I know the basics, obviously, and from what I've seen by casting, I've seen players. I've never actually played them. I think I played random at one point during beta, but I am strictly a Terran player now. But I love Zerg. They're a very interesting race. We do have a Hellion coming out here to go in and harass. Not going to do much, though, because there's queens out here. Doing a great job there, Hithran, blocking that ramp. Very important thing to do against Hellions, because if you let that Hellion go in your base, it can do a lot of damage to your workers there. Especially these drones up here are very, they don't have much protecting them besides this one queen, which you can actually micro around that queen. We are going to see Cloak coming out for madcontrol there. It's about 50% done, so he is getting Banshees out. Banshees are very effective against against Zerg there. Now the good thing is hithran does have a lot of Zerg queens out, so he's gonna be able to hopefully back away those Hellions with, or I'm sorry, those Banshees with no problem there. But we are gonna be seeing those Banshees coming out. He's probably waiting for 2 here to attack. Look at the spreading, this creep already here, doing a great job. Has all those queens out, using the energy from those queens, keeping them all down actually. So great job there. Working on his ejections, keeping those up as well. Lots of spine crawlers going down. Kind of an overkill in my opinion of doing all these spine crawlers, but better than be safe than sorry. And if we look at the actual worker count, 34 to 28, so he's still ahead in the worker count, but it's gonna be about even because you do have those mules that actually take up about 5 SCVs, as I would say those would count as. I could be wrong, but that's about what I think. And here comes the push with Cloak. He does have an Overseer out. I don't think he does. It doesn't look like it. So this can do a lot of damage here. We're going to have to wait and see what happens here. No Overseer quite yet. And here comes the 2 Banshees. They're going to come up here, pick off this Queen right away probably. And this Queen is going to die, but nope, he goes for those workers, which is very smart. And then the Queen is going to die. And he does try throwing some Spore Crawlers up there to defend from this, because he doesn't have an Overseer at this point. Doing a lot of damage, a lot of workers going down. We have seen 5, 6, 7 worker kills on these Banshees already. He's doing a lot of damage to this main base here. And he is finally going to get the lair up, so he's able to get the Overseer out right now. So a little bit behind because he didn't have that lair tech there, which is not good. And he's going to go for this expansion. These 4 crawlers are going to be up. And then the Overseer is going to join in the fun right at this point, so he's going to have to back away, unfortunately, but did a lot of damage. If we look at the worker count, 42 to 34 is the worker count, and we are going to see madcontrol far ahead now after killing about 7 workers there, and picking off another queen possibly as well. That queen is very low. It does get a transfusion right at the last second there, so it doesn't die, so great job there from hithran keeping that alive. But we are going to see the Banshees back away. But madcontrol did the damage he needed to do, and he is throwing up his expansion right now, so he is going to be able to secure this hopefully very shortly. And he's just looking really, really good at this point. We are going to see attack 1 for the Zerglings actually being researched here, so they are going to be up and completed here very shortly. Baneling Nest going down, and we also see an armor going down for madcontrol, so he's going to be getting those mighty Thors probably, and getting those mighty upgrades for his siege tanks and his Thors. And he is throwing it down in the engineering bay as well for the upgrades, and for turrets too, just in case they decide to go to that Spire tech, which most Zerg love to do. Overseer coming in here, great move here, able to scout all this out, see exactly what madcontrol has. Doesn't look like it's going to make it out though. It's going to die possibly. It's going to be close. It does die. But he's able to scout a lot of very important information there. He does see that there's no expansion. He says that he does see it's switching to orbital command, so he is aware that's going to be out there very shortly. Bunker placement was going down, so he's aware of that as well. So definitely needs to be expecting an expansion to be saturated here very shortly. Vikings coming out. Vikings are very good for a few things. First off, oh shit, I'm missing an attack, sorry. the Banshees are coming here again for some fun. It forced to cancel or destroyed something there. I don't know what that was. I think it was a infestation hit. And more probes get, or more drones get picked off there. And a queen might go down, and it does go down, and no Banshees die. Oh, there we go. He gets one Banshee off there and kills it. But another great harassment going down. And I mean, that worker count definitely shows 39 to 37 there. He's really producing those drones as much as he can, because he's losing a whole lot of drones. So he's just doing a great job keeping that harassment up. Vikings coming here destroying overlords. And this is what I was talking about earlier. Vikings are great to destroy overlords around the map. That's what he's doing right now, is scouting around, fighting overlords. Not only are they good for that, I mean, they can help against some muta harassment. Not the best against mutas, but mainly these you're going to build a couple for just the overlord kills, which is very important to do. We are going to see level 1 armor go down for the siege tanks, and also we see some more upgrades going down for the Zerg player, working on level 2 attack for his lings, and for his armor he's working on level 1. We are going to see drop possibly here, and he also is doing hooks there, so this is interesting to see the movement speed for them with overlords there. That could only mean one thing, and that could be a possible drop, or possibly just make it faster so he can scout. Infestors are also going to be in the play eventually here. He is getting increasing energy for the infestors there. So definitely a very powerful unit now. They actually buffed them in the last patch there. And they're very strong now. Lots of Banelings being produced here. Not going to be too effective though, because there's not a whole lot of Marines. It's mainly just a lot of siege tanks and Banshees, but always good to have a lot of Banelings. Banelings are a very powerful unit, and they can do a lot of splash damage if they don't die before the siege tanks kill them. We do have a third expansion going down for Hithran here, so he is definitely doing a great job keeping up on his macro. Not letting those minerals get too big. About 300 minerals is what he's at. The Terran player has so many minerals, he's about 1,000 here. So madcontrol definitely needs to spend those minerals. Doing a great job though, scanning, killing the creep, not going too far in on the creep, because if you unsiege and you let your tanks go across that field on those creep, they can these Banelings here in the back can actually do a lot of damage. This is a very good placement for these Banelings here. Definitely waiting to take the right opportunity to go in there and do a lot of damage. We do have one attack for the infantry here almost completed, and we are going to see Burrow coming up as well. 6 infestors are coming out on the field as well, and we do have the upgrade for the Hellions, so expect some more Hellions out in the future here as well. Doing a great job keeping him at bay, not letting him spread that creep. Very important thing to do as a Terran player. And there's that mighty Thor. Thor is here. It's on the field at this point as well. Banshee's doing a great job, just being very annoying here. Trying to pick off these spine crawlers and just put a pressure on to keep Hithran on his toes. And if we look at the worker count, kind of interested to see it's 36 to 56 now. My goodness. And we do have some infestors dying. That was kind of a waste of an infestor there. But he's going to be so far ahead in the worker count now. Looking very good for madcontrol. Nothing else going on at this point. 2 bases. He's working on his 3rd base as well. And he's trying to pick off some siege tanks. They did pick off 1 siege tank, and there goes some infestor swarm being thrown down the Terran and trying to pick off these siege tanks. Queen's trying to do as much damage as they can. Need to be very careful here. These siege tanks are doing a great job here on the front here, just picking off these spine crawlers as much as he can. A lot of Zerglings, and he needs to get some mutas. He's not actually technically mutas at all. So very interesting to see that. I love mutas. I mean, when I play Zerg and mutas are on the field, they are so aggressive and so annoying. Grasping keeps you on your toes. So I'm kind of interested to see, why. I'm kind of wondering why he's not going those mutas. I know he's investing a lot in infestors, which infestors take a lot of gas, but he doesn't have a lot of gas build up, so that might be the reason why. Infestors keep on throwing those infested Terran out there to try to make them attack themselves, which is a good play, but he's also losing a lot of infestors here. We do have an attack coming here. Banelings coming in from the back. Wasted of Banelings there on that Thor. Didn't kill barely anything, but we do have a counter attack here by Banelings coming in here, and they might be able to kill some workers here. Here they come in here at the round of this. How many workers are they going to kill? Oh my goodness! Well, that was a lot of kills there. I would say about 10 workers went down. Look at the worker tab now, 35 to 47. We still have madcontrol so far ahead in the worker count that really didn't do a lot of damage. And he's also working on this 3rd base here to start to get saturated. But I think he needed to do a little bit more damage than that, and he didn't really do a whole lot. We have madcontrol slowly pushing here with his siege tanks, doing a great job, not being overly aggressive there. I think he can easily clean this up though if he attacked. There's only a couple siege tanks out here, but he's not going to do that. He's trying to get these infested Terran out here to reduce some splash damage. He's doing a great job of that, and one of the siege tanks do go down from those infested Terran. But very interesting play. I like that infested Terran move there. He's also losing a lot of energy though on those infested Terran. Worker count 34 to 50, so Terran's just so far ahead in this game. The thing is, this is what you need to do as Terran. You don't want them to spread that creep, because they spread that creep and they have line of sight and they start expanding all over the map. Their macro will just annihilate you every time. We do have the madcontrol here with his Vikings. He does scout this 3rd expansion going up, but he knows he's well ahead. He's going to start saturating this area very shortly. The rocks are going down, so it's going to be interesting to see once he gets that starting to get saturated up there, if he's going to go way ahead. But he's doing a great job slowly pushing up here. these infested Terran not doing much. I mean, they're wasting so much energy. Overlord here, scouting, just making sure he's not doing anything fishy. Does he have anything in his base? Oh, he does have a Nidus network, so we might... Oh, there it is right there. We do have a Nidus network going down into play for hithran, and I mean, he's got to be aware of that, but he's not retreating or anything, so this could do a lot of damage to his main base and destroy some buildings here, which can be very big. And this Nidus network is up, and here we go. We are going to have them go into the base. He is going to have infestors and queen and a couple zerglings, but not much, but lots of zerglings actually being loaded up now, so he's going to start destroying some supply depots. Not many workers are going to die, but he's able to destroy some of the structures here. He can actually be way ahead. And there he goes. He's destroying lots of supply depots. Actually, the supply block very shortly here. He cleans it up. And he finally gets up here to actually be able to clean this up here, probably. And we do have energy for fungal growth. He's not using it, though. Lots of fungal growth could have been going down on these troops right here. Why is he doing it? This could be really big for him. Oh my goodness, he's going to let these fungal growths just go to waste. All these men are... There he goes. And he does get a nice fungal growth off there. Oh my gosh, look at all that stuff go down. So definitely a good play there. Zergling's coming in here, still rolling in here to do some more damage. This Thor is just so mighty, though. And then we have Siege Tank in the back just doing more splash damage. And that was actually pretty good, but I think it wasn't well worth it, though, because he didn't really lose a whole lot. We look at the worker tab, 33 to 39, though, so he's catching back up on the worker account, but he is being attacked in the main of his base. And we do see level 2 armor and level 2 weapons for infantry being researched and almost completed here. That's going to be very big. Lots of Zerglings being produced, though, and he's really falling behind on that on the minerals there, but Terran, look at that. Madcontrol, 2,000 minerals in the bank. He's working off of 3 bases off of 1 base, basically, for hithran, because his base is going to be basically empty here very shortly. There's some minerals left in the main bases because he wasn't able to saturate that all game because of the Banshee harassment. But we do have madcontrol in the mad command here. Madcontrol in the mad command. I did it on purpose, I swear. But we do have just hithran just chilling back. I don't know why he doesn't actually engage this. I think he can easily destroy this. I mean, you do have the 2 attack here, and there's 3 Thors is all really stands here, and they're all weakened. So interesting to see him just chill, not do much. He's just trying to get another Nidus network down, it looks like. I don't know where he's playing on, I guess the same spot. And he does have that creep tumors out, so he's able to spread the creep on his on Mad Thorn's base, or madcontrol's base. But here comes the engagement, a big attack going down, and Banelings and Zerglings coming in here cleaning this up, I think, and this is easily going to be cleaned up. All these Zerglings are coming in here, but we do have him all across the map, spread out pretty good here, and then we do have madcontrol just keep on reinforcing this. And he has so many minerals to think this is not going to hurt him. hithran just lost a lot there. But if he is able to attack this, he might actually be able to do some damage. But there's going to be a planetary fortress here. You need to be very careful not to lose the Zerglings. But here we go. Here comes another attack. But this Thor is just being a baller, just being a nice little, basically tank there, taking all the damage there, and the siege tanks clean it up. We do have some infestors burrowed down underneath here. But I think this is not looking good now for hithran. hithran needs to do something here. He needs to expand, or I mean, he's pretty much out of this game if he doesn't do something, because there's so many bases. Plus we have madcontrol taking the high yield, and has a planetary fortress up. This Raven's going to be having a bad day here very shortly. This other Raven might die as well. He does go down. And lots of point defense drones in the middle of the map. So here comes another push from madcontrol. madcontrol is doing a great job here keeping that pressure on. And I think this might be game. There's not really much out for hithran. hithran not even transferring his workers. I think he's pretty much given up here at this point in the game. These queens are going to have not a good day there. They die pretty fast, and we do have the infestors actually get scouted there. I think he lost one infestor there, and these infestors are going to get away. And he does finally transfer his workers down here, so he's going to be on one base once again. A little bit of minerals in here, but not being mined at all. And look at those upgrades. Level 3 weapons and level 3 attack being researched as well. So, or armor, sorry. And that's going to be actually completed there. So these siege tanks are so strong and so durable. And then we do have the infantry with that level 3 as well. So very, very good upgrades for madcontrol. And he can start working on the attack of the siege tanks and the armor of the Marines now. madcontrol just basically, once again, trying to slow push in here, which he's doing a great job of. But I think if he just runs in here and attacks, he can easily end this. All he has left is a bunch of Zerglings. There's no Banelings to worry about. But he probably doesn't aware that. He's probably thinking there's a bunch in the base somewhere. But we do have him actually bringing some more siege tanks down. 4,000 minerals in the bank. So doing a great job. Fester's in the back picking off some workers up here though. Looks like they did get a fuckable growth on these. Possibly, yeah, they did. But look at all that damage going down up on top there. So definitely a very good play there. But kind of too late for that. He needed to do that a long time ago. Considering losing workers isn't going to hurt him at this point since he has 5,000 minerals. Lots of Zerglings is all he really has at this point. He's not giving up though. I'll give hithran some credit here. But I don't know. It's getting pretty late. And we are going to be able to see basically madcontrol just, he doesn't need to expand anymore. He has plenty of minerals, and he's got him basically in this position where, look at those, that's interesting play. I really like this infestor play. It's very annoying. Doing a lot of damage, splash damage to all of his units there. I will give him credit there. That's a very interesting move. And here comes the Zerglings. Here's his final attack. And lots of Zerglings coming in here doing a lot of damage, but look at all that splash damage. Those Zerglings are going to die pretty easily with all the siege tanks. And there's the GG for hithran, and that is going to be it. Once again, thank you madcontrol for the actual replays. I really appreciate that. Keep sending them my way, and I'll keep on broadcasting them. I do hope you enjoyed this game, and I will talk to you guys next time.